Hello! This week I've been playing the demo for the latest expansion in the Warhammer 40k Dawn of War strategy series, SoulStorm. Building on Dark Crusade, SoulStorm's epic campaign sees the 9 races battling for survival and control not just across a planet, but across a frickin' star system, with 4 planets and 3 moons. Now, the various races have dispatched armies to SoulStorm to investigate a weird warp storm going on there, but the storm has messed with everyone's nav systems and they all get stranded. Uh-oh. Now, this is the first Dawn of War game not to have been made solely by Relic, and inviting Iron Law to collaborate seems to have been a really good thing. The undeniably solid and well-developed game feels like it's had an injection of fresh life in this expansion. The big thing for this new release is the addition of Dark Eldar and Sisters of Battle, who play quite differently to the existing races. The Dark Eldar, as tabletop gamers will well know, are bloodthirsty and piratical, favouring great speed and intense firepower at the expense of heavy armour. Ideal for quick strikes and disrupting a heavier army's equilibrium, but vulnerable too if you play them the wrong way. They are also twisted and sadistic, with homunculi units specialised in torture and unsavoury research. You can unlock the Dark Eldar's magical abilities by using your tortured slaves to harvest souls from the dead, thus allowing you to cast spells, either to inflict direct damage, reduce armour or morale, to recharge your own abilities, or to enable certain troops to see cloaked enemies, and all this without the need for a hero class. Also, their buildings, once initiated, complete their own construction, allowing your slaves to move on to the next project. The Sisters of Battle, who unfortunately aren't included in the demo, are nuns with guns in space. They're devoted to the veneration of the Emperor and the stamping out of heresy. They fight in small units at close quarters, and surprise, surprise, they like flamethrowers. In SoulStorm, they'll be able to call on the Emperor for powerful acts of faith, but in order to do this, they must divert resources into generating faith as a commodity. Also, at last, an achievement system has been added to the multiplayer, with both race-specific and general achievements up for grabs. And all the 9 races, except the Necrons, will get aerial units, which will see a whole new tactical spectrum opening up. There have been some grumblings from fans on the internet about not using the most up-to-date graphics, but really this is missing the point. The game still looks good, but its real strength is in the gameplay mechanic, and you have to think about how much is going on here. It's also to its credit that it keeps the game accessible to a wider audience. Like its predecessors, SoulStorm, rather generously, is a standalone expansion, which means if you're new to the series, you won't need to buy all the previous games. You'll still be able to play as all 9 races in the single player, but you'll only be able to play as Dark Eldar or the Sisters of Battle in the multiplayer, unless you have the games in which the other races were introduced. The full game should be coming out in March, and it's looking like a good one. Thanks for watching, see you next time.